What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. People, in today's video, we want to discuss the role of yet another commission. What the hell is this going to do that the others haven't done already? The Madlanga Commission. Let's start with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Let's start with the Zondo Commission. What a waste of taxpayers' money. What a waste of state resources, right? I don't know if this is even going to. Whoa! I don't know if this is even going to yield any political, economical, financial results. Because at the end of the day, these things only serve one purpose: to pretend to actually care. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of these commissions and stuff. You know, it's never to actually get to the bottom of anything. Millions are spent on these events, right? I'm calling it an event because that's basically what it is. I mean, it's like people with time to kill, money to spend. Actually, it's taxpayers' money, actually, not even theirs. So, taxpayers' money to spend, time to kill, go and sit for 6 to 8 months, possibly even a year. Huh? Yeah. Ah, no, I'm cool. Thanks, bro. So, the thing is, most of these people have time to kill and taxpayers' money to spend, right? And then they go on these beautifully worded, labeled excursions, right? Because we are here to uncover corruption, get the culprits behind bars, and it's all beautiful and it's all nice, it's all glamorous. Yes, the intention is always good, but the outcomes are never good. So, what do we make of such things? You know what I'm saying? What do we make of such things? A nighttime vlog in Cape Town. It's almost like nothing you've ever seen, right? So, people, let's look at what we're looking at. Let's look at the latest court cases that go on, right? And then you see, for example, that what you actually try to sure, man. What you actually try to get out of these things, right? If you look at the recent court cases of this drug cartel kingpins in South Africa, you'll be shocked that overwhelming evidence is presented, right? And then these people still get better. What? Is there justice in South Africa? Is there any form of recourse in South Africa? You see, a real sad thing, to be honest, is the fact that you can basically do as you please and not be punished for it, right? But then again, we have to look at this from a logical point of view that maybe, just maybe, South Africa, the government, ANC, is now starting to look at things from a different perspective. Now, what am I talking about? So, the president's nephew, what's his name? What's his name? Damn! Hang, what? Hangwani Maumela, something like that. Something like that. The president's nephew through marriage. That's what I know. Dude, he was caught in a 2 billion scandal with the Tembisa Hospital burn section and all that. They confiscated recently the SIU. The SIU. The SIU went to his over the top lavish home, right? I don't know, maybe somewhere in Santon or somewhere in wherever he lives, right? And it was like 3 blue Lamborghinis, they were confiscated, right? Cool. I don't ever other, but this involves, I think it's a 2.3 million or 300 million, something like that. Here's my thing. So they're going to. It's a good thing that they did that. Cool. It's a good thing because he was implicated or he's been implicated in tender fraud, resulting in that Tembisa Hospital burning thingy. And that's a good thing, to be honest, right? If you are wrong, then you should serve some punishment for that, right? Okay, cool. Now here's my thing. Is it is his close proximity to the president going to affect the result of the outcome of whatever court case is coming his way? Is his political connections, let alone, let's leave the president out of it, is his political connections, right, and his connections to the state security state apparatus going to result or have an impact on the results of the court case coming out? That's the thing. I mean, let's look at the case of these drug dealers, right? This cartel. It There is physical evidence that this person was using a blue light brigade to take his wife through the shops, shopping, dropping off his kids at school. And what's happening today? You know, are they going to get off scot free? Is it going to be a case of, well, there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute? Or is it going to be a case of this person gets to sit behind bars for a long period of time? The most worrying aspect of these commissions and these inquiries and these things is that they do not result in anything concrete. I mean, people, as much as I would love to be optimistic about the future of South Africa, as much as I'd love to be optimistic about the way things are run in South Africa, the way I'd love to be optimistic about dominion of a certain sector or just of society in general. It's for me. I just feel like we are living for other people. Other people are basically living a life that we can only dream of. It's like we are what. It's like we are watching other people live their lives and we just accompanying them to their final destination, which is financial heaven, financial whatever you want to call it. Because at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't make sense that if you are not politically connected, then you cannot do whatever you would want to do. I mean, there are countless cases where people who know people because of other people can get away scot free just by being in close proximity or connected to certain people. Now, the Madlanga Commission, let's be real honest, guys. Yes, again, like the Zondo Commission, noble, great, the idea, everything. But is it going to produce the results that the public are looking for? That's the end result. We can bring out all the commissions that we want. We can bring up anything that we want. We can talk about bringing even the Nelson Mandela Commission. We can bring whatever commission we want. But is the commission going to bring out a desired result? That's the whole point. Now, having the commission isn't an issue. Creating commissions isn't an issue. Running these commissions isn't an issue. Funding them isn't even an issue. But the point is, if we are going to be spending money on commissions, then surely we should get some sort of ROI or bang for our buck. Because if you really come to think about, I don't know, any commission that was ever started by the government, has any commission ever come out with something concrete? Has any big names rolled? No, I don't think so. So if not, then why are we even sitting, chilling, thinking, oh, why are we sitting, chilling, thinking, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, thank you, driver. I don't know. Sometimes we just look at things that are going left, right, I don't know. And if you are, I don't know, it's I know I made a previous video talking about the ineffectiveness of commissions and that kind of thing. Man, it's a point where it's ridiculous, where we should just stop this political wrangling, political nonsense, and I'm thinking we should just move forward by just disassociating with people who are friends, because it's obviously a thing where friends protect friends, and that's just what this whole thing is about. It's just a matter of trying to hide or trying to present to the public that we are doing something about the situation, but in reality, they know they're doing nothing about it. So why the facade? Why the facade? You know what I mean? For me, it's ridiculous. It's just time wasting. If we know we're not going to prosecute anybody, if we know the outcomes are going to be null and void, basically, it's like slap on the wrist or this. Why go through all this process of spending so much money, time wasting, even using airtime on television, for example? I mean, that's not cheap, and it's the taxpayers who are putting their gold. So it means clearly we have money to waste instead of building houses, cleaning schools, hospitals, repairing infrastructure, railway lines. I mean, electrical cables that are being stolen, replacing all those things. We are wasting money, and it's not cheap. I mean, it's cost hundreds of millions to run these commissions. So I'm 100% sure that that money could be better spent on things that people actually need, because we do not need a commission of inquiries. The police have doing investigations, the courts are there. If they really work and there's no political interference, those structures could actually do a better job at the end of the day. But if that's not going to be allowed to happen because of political interference, then obviously you're going back to square one. What it simply means now is you got political connections, friends in high places, you can do whatever you want, you can do whatever you like, and get away scot free. Now, I don't mind corruption. I really don't mind it at all, because I know at some point every one of us has done something, big or small, corrupt, or you want to call it favoritism, nepotism, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to describe it as. For me, those are forms of corruption, right? It's just that we're not in political circles, so we won't call it that. But either way, it's the exact same thing. Because if your family member does something and you don't reprimand that person, you don't arrest that person, you don't persecute that person, then you are corrupt, right? Naturally, you want to protect your friends and family. That's just a natural human thing to do, and I totally get it. But then there comes a point in time where we occupy certain positions and spaces in life that we have to let those things go, where we have to now be impartial and no longer partial, because we are sitting in certain positions of power that demand that we be impartial. So I don't know if this commission is going to achieve that. I don't know what different angle they're going to bring. I don't know if it's going to be more effective than the previous two big ones that I know of. What else? I don't know if there's. I mean, Panazzi has been sharing evidence, receipts, and I don't know if it's going to work this time, because the last commission, they brought receipts, they brought everything, but no heads roll. I don't know. Out of the Zondo commission, I don't know who is the biggest name or big names that have rolled. I don't know if there's any. I don't think so because, as far as I know, public prosecutors have even come up with evidence of corrupt ways and almost no repercussions. I mean, I don't understand how, as a society, we keep going back doing things as if we are learning how to do things again, like we are learning from scratch. I don't get it. I don't get it. And the funny thing is that as a society, as a people, we keep falling for it. So for me, that is just, I don't know, it's shocking that we keep falling for the same thing over and over again. We should stop it as a society. I think we should come to a consensus of no more convictions. Only what we see is the results. There's the evidence, there's the proof, there's the thing, and let's stick to it. That's what I feel. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, damn right, holler.